Good morning, boys and girls. So we're looking at our summer science notebook, and today we're going to plan the cover, design and create the cover. I wanted to show you some of my old notebooks. So one suggestion is to use a composition book, maybe one that you've only used part of. Here's another one that I used to keep my clippings in, and this was one of my children's books that they brought home from school, and you can see that they had only used a few pages, and we can just rip or cut those pages out. So a composition book is really great, and that's what I did with this one. This is an old science notebook of mine from a long time ago, but it's still really valuable to me and has lots of ideas, and I refer back to it often and go back through the pages. Here's another one, the one from this year that I'm just about finished with, and why I need to make a new one. So I used an old drawing tablet. I think someone gave it away because it was missing a piece of the cardboard, but it still works really, as you can see, just fine. And the thing that I like about this is it's got really big pages. And you can see as I'm thinking about the garden or as I'm planning different ideas, I have lots of room to write and draw and make labels. So I've enjoyed this notebook, and I'm sure I'll keep using it too. I like to make collages on the front of my notebooks. You could color them with markers, especially if you've got a book that you're using that's like one of these old composition books. Let me move my pens. You could sure take a bunch of Sharpies if you wanted to, and you could just kind of go in all these little white spaces and maybe color them. That would be fun. Or you could do what I'm going to do, which is collaging. So once you've got a book, if you want to do the collage style cover, you're going to want to gather some clippings. So I just go through old magazines and I tear out little pictures that are interesting to me. I don't even know what that's about, like a little Yoda guy. Sometimes I look for words that I like that say something to me. Maybe they're inspiring words. I thought this picture was really beautiful, just the two hands. I guess it's meant to go that way. So let's see, maybe there's some other, oh yeah, Greta Thunberg, the person of the year. So that's that young Swedish girl who's really working hard on climate change. So anything that I want that I think might, maybe the word Maui here, or maybe these beautiful clouds, or maybe just the road, maybe I would just use that. Once you find something that you like, you're gonna put it into a smaller piece. I might not use this whole picture. Now, of course, one idea would be to just simply cut it and make nice straight edges. You could do that. I might even keep that word Maui for another use. I'm going to set it to the side. But if I show you my old notebook, I think you might be able to see that I like to tear the edges too. These are not cut, these are ripped. And especially when I have the background and maybe I'm putting in like some sky or ocean or land scenes behind, and then maybe I'm going to do some words on top. I love just to tear it. So let's take a big piece of background and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, look at that. In between, in the realm between O and Po, day and night. That's really awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what I mean by that. So what if I want to put in the realm between as part of my cover? So what I'm just going to do is I might make a little fold just to give me a guideline, because the paper is going to rip close to this fold. And then I'll start it off, and then I'll put my finger here pushing down on one side so the paper won't rip down there. And I'm just going to pull it back and go slowly. Kind of guide the rip by pulling. Right, and now that might form part of my cover. I'm not going to worry right now if it goes off the edge. I'm going to leave that. There'll be a time for trimming all that and later. So go through your pictures right now. Do some cutouts, do some rips, maybe find some words or pictures that you think are going to help inspire you to observe and think and plan experiments and come up with design ideas, or just things that are pleasant, maybe some nature images or animals. Make a collection of them, get them all ready So I've got some work to do because I've got a jumble here. And then come back and we'll talk about how to put them on the cover so that we have a nice smooth surface. It's a little shiny, and I'll show you how you can achieve that surface. Okay, I'll see you soon.